Morning. I just wanted to share with you the Footsteps2Brilliance data dashboard. It has gone live, so that means that you can check on the status of your class, see how your kids are doing, and what areas they might need help with. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and I'm going to log in to Footsteps. So you're just going to log in as you normally would to your teacher accounts on Footsteps. And then it's going to look a little different when you log in because now we have these icons down here. So that one of the icons is the report dashboard icon, and that is the one where you can see the data for your class and for your kids. So I'm going to click on report dashboards. And just so you know, for some reason, Google Chrome works a lot better for the data dashboard. Internet Explorer and Safari do not work as well. So I would recommend when you're logging into your Footsteps account to do it through the Google Chrome browser. So when you log in, you'll see we have no information here about classes or students or anything like that. So that means that we're going to have to click somewhere. So where you're going to click is you're going to click up here, the upper left-hand corner. There's these three blue lines. And if you click on there, that'll take you to Colusa County. So you can see there's the district overview, there's the schools, community users. So this is what I can see. I can see all of the classes, but for you, when you log in, it's going to say Colusa County, and then it's going to have the school. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on the school, and then you will find a list of teachers for that school or for that classroom. So you'll click on, you'll have access to your own. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to choose the school. So let's go ahead and let's choose Williams Elementary School. And then as you can see, there's all of these different teachers here. So all these different teachers that I have to choose from. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm just going to choose on a random one. So let's go to Jennifer Martin's class. And the class dashboard, it allows me to see how that class is doing overall, or I can choose one of the students that are in that classroom. So I'm going to go ahead and click on class dashboard. And then you're going to notice at the top here, there's class achievements. So this is an overview of the class. And the date range you'll see is August 1st to September 16th, because today is September 17th. And so it gauges the first day of school as August 1st. It just does that as a blanket date for all of the schools nationwide. So August 1st is the first day of school, and then it goes up until whatever yesterday's date was, because the kids haven't got a chance to probably work on there as much as they could for today. So we have our literacy domains. We have phonological awareness, we have phonics, we have language and reading comprehension. There's also logic and reasoning. So let's go up, and you'll see that there are some people that have color and some people that are just gray. So let's go ahead and look right here. So it looks like for phonological awareness, Alexa Navarro Garcia has a 95% scaled score. So that means that she is averaging a 95% in all of the activities she's doing for that area. So you'll also see that the gray kids have 0%. That means that they haven't logged in yet to their Footsteps account to try and do games or read stories related to that activity for phonological awareness. So you can see the same as over here. And then we also have the apps. So on here it says, what app are the kids using the most? So we have almost 26 hours on Footsteps School Edition for the kids combined, almost 2 hours through Clever Kids University Pre-Reader, and almost an hour for Clever Kids University I Can Read. If we come down to the bottom of the page, we'll see what kids are using which apps. So it looks like there are 3 children that are using the pre-reader and 19 children in that class who have not logged in yet. We also have 2 children that are using I Can Read and 20 children that haven't logged in yet. And if I were to click on show students, it would show me which students specifically have been using the app and which students haven't logged in yet. So that's just the first page of data on there. If I go ahead and click on usage, this is where I can choose a date range that I want to see data for. So you can choose that week. So if there are some things that you're wanting the kids to work on that week at home or in class, you can choose a date range for that week. You can also choose the date range for the whole month. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my date range, and I'm going to just look at September 1st to yesterday. And you can view it by month, week, or day. So what apps are the kids using in this date range? They're using Footsteps to Brilliance School Edition. And then the leader of the pack is Dominic Jimenez. So it looks like he's doing 64 minutes per week. So it averages it out per week. And then we have our other children here who have some more usage. And then again, we have our grade children who have not logged in yet. Now here we can see when are the students using the apps. So during school is blue, so 4 hours during school, and after school is orange, so 2 hours after school. It also breaks it down here by day. So if there's a certain number of minutes that you want the kids to be using the app for that day, you can kind of check on there and see, okay, so we had 30 minutes used on September 8th. And then you can also see what areas the kids are enjoying spending time on the most. So we have writing, skill games, comprehension, and reading. And again, it breaks it down by day to show you what's being used the most on those days. Now down here, we have view legacy reports. If you click on that, it'll take you to the old dashboard where you had just the list of students, and you would click on the students and then you'd go into their individual scores. But I would recommend just kind of sticking to this one just because it gives you so much more information. Now if I click on groups, it'll show what students are using which areas the most. So we have phonological awareness. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this. So it shows you what's 2 students. So we have 2 students who are proficient in phonological awareness, 1 student who needs a little bit more practice, and then we have not enough data. That means those students have not yet logged in to Footsteps to practice that. You can do the same for phonics, language, and logic and reasoning. So this is really great because it breaks it down for you and it shows you what students in your class specifically need help in those areas, or maybe what students they might be having trouble logging in at home and haven't had a chance to really practice those areas of literacy. So again, the red is for needs help. So it means that they're using the app, but they need a little bit of help in some certain areas. And that's where that's breaking down here. So phonics, this student needs help. Developing means they need a little bit of practice. They're using the app, but they still need a little bit of help, and that's yellow. And proficient is green, and so that means that they're doing a really great job. Now let's go to gradebook, and you can click on any of these 3 that are dropped down. So let's just go ahead and click on Footsteps to Brilliance School Edition, and you can see how the kids are doing in Spanish or English exercises on Footsteps. So if they're using the Spanish interface or the English interface. So we have any language selected for here, and it shows you what each child is working on. So for level 1, we have the amount of minutes that are spent and then how they're doing. And then it also shows you the last time that they logged on to the app. So it looks like Dominic has done 12 sessions on Footsteps to Brilliance level 1, and he last logged in yesterday, which was September 16th. So that's some data you can also track. I can go English only, and because there might be some families that prefer the Spanish interface over the English interface. So English only, again, it shows you how many minutes, when they last logged in, how many times they have logged in, and it shows you the percentage of how they're doing, if they need help or not. Now for the date range up here, this isn't something that we can change. It just goes from the beginning of the school year until yesterday. So that will give you an idea as well, though, if they're making progress throughout the school year or if they need help. Now, if you would like a specific report, so let's say you want to compare last school year's data to this school year's data to see how the kids are doing, then I would recommend emailing support@footstepstobrilliance.com and asking for that data. If you would feel more comfortable with me doing that, I'm happy to do that as well. Okay, so now let's go ahead and let's click on Spanish only. Okay, so for Spanish only, it's the same format. It shows you which children are using the app in Spanish and how they're doing. So this child is at 100%, that means they're getting everything right. They don't need help, they're proficient. And they've had 6 sessions on level 1, and the last time they logged in was a week ago. So you can go down, see how they're doing. Look, some students also have done level 3, level 2. Okay, so let's go and click on writing. And for writing, you can see the students' work. So for writing, we can change the range, the date range here. So let's go ahead and let's see, again, let's do September 1st to September 16th. And then you can also do a search, so you can look for a specific student that way, or you can just scroll down the page. So let's go ahead and let's do this student. And his writing work is create a book. So he created it on September 2nd, and it took him 25 seconds. So let's go ahead and click on his book. It'll take you right to the book this child made. So he looks like he made a book about the letter A. And again, it tells you what class, what school, district, and then when it was created and updated. So this is the book that he made. And you can print their book too. So if you wanted to have that as a keepsake for the student to take home. Okay, so that is one facet of the writing section here. Now let's click on growth. So growth is really great because it shows your overview of your class and how they're doing from the beginning of the school year to yesterday. So looks like this classroom has pretty much stayed the same across the board, except for logic and reasoning. It looks like they have gone up. So they've gone from 85 to 90%. And you can, as you can see, you can edit it to where you just look at a specific amount of time as well. So I can just go to, maybe I just want to look at a little bit of time. Okay. So that's kind of it for the data dashboard. Again, you just need to log into your account, click on Report Dashboards, and then it will take you to a page that has a bunch of information that's kind of like a preview to what you can see. And then you'll have Colusa County up on the left-hand side. You'll find your classroom, so your specific classroom will be assigned to you. And then if you click on that classroom, you will find your name. So for example, Arbuckle Children's Center Preschool is Omira. So Omira, when she logs in, she'll see her name and she can just click on that, and that will take you to your own classroom. Okay, so if you guys have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact me. I can always get you some data from the Footsteps team for last school year if you need it. Please let me know if you need anything. I hope you have a great day.